In the sight of God, the only acceptable offering we can make is the offering of our hearts and lives, which is a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable to God, our spiritual worship. Dear friends, today's gospel passage, wherein Jesus praises the widow's generosity, has a lot of lessons to teach us. I would like to reflect with you on mainly 2 points. First of all, God looks on the heart. In the first book of Samuel, chapter 16, verse 7, we read, "The Lord does not see as mortals see. They look on the outward appearance, while God looks on the heart." The offering is not so important as the interior dispositions of the person making the offering. A good example of this would be that God rejected the grudging sacrifice of Cain, but was pleased to accept the grateful offering of Abel. In the Psalms we read, "The sacrifice acceptable to God is a broken spirit. A broken and a contrite heart, O God, you will not spurn." In the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus teaches us that if we come to make an offering to God while our brother or sister has something against us, we must leave the gift there, go and be reconciled to our brother or sister, and only then make the offering. St. Paul writes to the Corinthians in his second letter, "God loves a cheerful giver." In the sight of God, the only acceptable offering we can make is the offering of our hearts and lives, which is a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable to God, our spiritual worship. Secondly, we read that the widow is commended by Jesus because she had put in all that she had to live on. She held back nothing from God. While God does not expect us to donate our entire wealth to the church, He does insist that our lives should belong entirely to Him. Our lives should be lived only for Him. This is why, when Jesus called His disciples, He invited them to give up everything else that they had, deny themselves entirely, and follow Him, because it is not possible for us to serve 2 masters. The beautiful thing is that when we give ourselves entirely to God, He gives Himself entirely to us. He becomes our eternal reward. Let us then pray for the grace to be generous in offering ourselves wholeheartedly to God to do His will. As we read in the 40th Psalm, and I quote, "Sacrifice and offering you do not desire. Burnt offering and sin offering you have not required. Then I said, Behold, I come. I delight to do your will, O my God."